Hi folks, how are you doing today? I just thought I would come on and just briefly reiterate that line from The Matrix about fighting the good fight. It's not going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it'll be worth it. Because being a resistance means the flow. You're stopping the flow. So what the Archons want in place is only their thoughts and ideas they want implemented. And if we all take that on into our subconsciousness, then we put it out there into the field and we bring it to life. The media brings it to life. The news brings it to life. The series, the films on Netflix, what's in some music brings it to life. The words are spells and they're brought to life if we bring it into our thoughts as well and our mind. This earth, stepping outside the box in this matrix, this is a prison for our mind. It's all about control. That's why they brought in religions, the royals, the globalists brought in the globe. And until people wake up, and that sounds a cliche or a judgment, and it's not, until people literally break out free from the spell of the conditioning and the control and realise what they are in, then nothing is going to change. But we are the resistance because we are coming up against that flow that they want in place. And we are resisting the flow because we know that that isn't right. These aren't from our source creator or God. You know, we cause no harm, no loss, and no injury to anybody else. We have a right to live in this beautiful realm that is ours, by the way, and our ancestors that go before us, and our families, our great-great-granddads, grandmothers, their mothers, the lineage, the DNA ancestry. It's ours. This land is ours. We have the inalienable right to be here, to travel, to live a life that we're doing no harm to anybody else. We're not committing a crime. So I could write laws and legislations in about farting. I could say, you farted down my road and I'm going to fine you because you are affecting the clean air. You know what I mean? It's just it makes nonsense, makes no sense. But the people who are living in fear of the consequences of not doing what they're told to do go along with it. And that's how it's implemented, by consent. You know, without liability orders, we're not liable. We haven't signed a contract. We haven't put our signature on. We haven't signed it with our sign. Without a judge's wet signature, he isn't showing that he's liable for that order. Without a judge's wet signature, there's no liability order. We have to stand away and step out the box and see the whole picture here of what's going on. And things only manifest into reality when they're brought into reality by us going along with other people's thoughts and reality. It's not our reality because we haven't brought it into play, have we? But people are bringing it into play by going along with it. By going along with the muzzles on the face. They're complying. Compliance doesn't work like that with free people. When you truly know who you are, and I don't know truly who I am, we're all finding out every day as our consciousness is expanding with our growth like a seed. It's growing like a plant. We're growing all the time. And what they want to do is stunt our growth, yeah? Because we are organic beings. They don't want organic beings. They don't want organic life. That's why they want to connect us with AI. They want to eliminate organic life, and they have like AI. I mean, how bizarre is that? It's like the worst nightmare ever. Well, it's not a nightmare because it's funny. Because when the veil is lifted, the de-veil, the devil, the de-veil, when you see through the veil, you can see the truth. And we know the truth in our hearts is not the reality that they want to force upon us. And that is why the resistance is standing up to what's right in our hearts and what's not right in our hearts. And there's nobody else that can ever tell you how you feel apart from you. You know, council tax, ULEZ, clean air charges, all these are going to the central government. They're not going to your councils. The main pot is the HMRC. Now, I don't agree with going and bombing innocent men, women and children. Do you? Well, the money's going straight to the government, and that's what they're using it for as well. To buy weapons to kill people, really? So by us acquiescing and paying our council taxes, paying our taxes full stop, all these clean air charge balonies, ULEZs, balonies, by paying that, we're funding it. We're compliant. So we can't hold them accountable, can we? If we're compliant in the fraud, in the tyranny. Can we? So that's why the resistance is frowned upon, because people can't understand why people would stand up for the rights. Well, it's such an easy life just to go along with it, isn't it? Because then you're threatened with the penny leaves. You know, think about it. Think. Imagine if we all said, no. Well, they wouldn't have the money then, would they? Oh dear. That would be a shame now, wouldn't it? What would they do? Because we are just keeping them up. We're keeping them in position by complying. Imagine if we all said no. But we're all at different stages of growth. We can't judge people, we can't condemn people for not seeing the truth, because they are just not simply at that stage yet. They're not resonating at that frequency to be receiving the truth. In the pineal gland, it's probably calcified from all the tap water and all the rubbish that they put in the foods, for example. I don't know. But until everybody sees the truth and stands up and says no and unifies in that decision, it's going to be a long, long process. So it's going to be painful, maybe. We're going to come up against some resistance to our stance. But if we know in our hearts that we truly, truly, truly know that something is wrong here, then you stand by your convictions. You're a warrior, or you're not. What's it to be? You can't be a part-time warrior, can you? You're either in it all or you're in bits. What's it to be? So we have to wait for everybody else to wake up too. And they're not going to be doing that by watching the programming on the television, are they? Or Netflix, or your movies, or your media, or your papers, or even your radio channels. You see, they're just tuning into that frequency because they're not awake. They're not awake, so that's the only frequency they can hear. That's the only channel they can tune into. And they know that. So the broadcasting their thoughts and imagination and what they want to bring into reality. They're broadcasting it on that frequency so that they know that a lot of people who are on that frequency will pick it up and be brainwashed and not question it. Because they can't see through the veil yet. It's simple. So there's no point in us berating other people who simply can't see it. I've just sat here now and seen a couple of people walk past with the masks on, but they can't see it. So if I was to go up to them and say, "Oh, but you've got a beautiful smile under there. Can I ask you why you're wearing it?" I mean, they'd say, "Bog off." You know, apart from running up and taking it off the face, you can't change people. You with me? Like, they can't, once we're awake, we can't be unchanged. We've got the glasses on. We can't see through any other vision than the real vision that we have. And we're gifted this vision. So we have to keep it up and don't crumble and keep on doing what you're doing, and it'll be all right. And we will deal with every situation that comes along with the true heart, with the true passion, with the true energy that's gifted to us from our Creator, that's to be used in the right way. And at the moment, it's not being used in the right way, that energy, is it? Because it's a dark energy that wants to pull us down to their frequency. But we won't have it because we're tuned into a different channel, aren't we? We're only broadcasting the truth being broadcast to us by our source creator through our pineal gland. We receive and we send. So we're receiving the truth, and we can see the truth, and we can feel the truth, and we can hear the truth, and we can sense the truth, and we can taste the truth. Everything now is truth. Like Blackpool Rock, cut it in half, you got truth right through it. And that truth runs through our veins. And there's no other way out of it. You can't go back now, that's it. And we have to face the consequences. But those consequences are standing up and having the courage to face the fear. Because the fear is just manufactured by other people who aren't in any authority apart from us. They're just bodies like us with hearts, with blood. They cut them, they bleed. They're just like us. But not a lot of people have got souls, you see. This is the problem. Yeah. And you know these archons can't go to any other dimension, don't you? Yeah. You do know that they're not immortal like us, don't you? Yeah? So they're struggling. They're struggling. They're clambering. Pull us down, keep us down. We have to control them or we'll lose the game. It's just a game. But we are here for a reason. So you continue being you. You continue fighting with that fire in your belly, yeah? From our source creator. And let's get this job done. Yeah? Because enough is enough. Yeah? It's over. You can only be governed of your mind through consent. Can't take that away from you. Stand your ground. Remember who you are. Remember who made us. And remember that you are immortal. Your energy is just simply transformed. That is all. So have no fear. Have no fear at all. Because we're stuck in this frequency fence down here on Earth that they've taken over. Yeah? Well, the time is running out. They really are at check. So, keep going. Lots of love. Bye.